It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
Last we left off, Bell's Hells, after returning to finding your west encampment in the middle of the Hellcatch Valley destroyed, you escaped to Vasselheim, where you encountered not just Keyleth, but many of the higher-up movers and shakers of Exandria had gathered to discuss how to deal with the coming threat, and figured out a plan in hopes that it would be the one everyone could put themselves behind. You've pitched this plan, this multi-pronged attack, utilizing the backdoor secret portal, the passage to Rudis that you had discovered. You sold your case, and most were convinced. As such, what you had decided upon is now being hatched as the initial plot against Ludinus and the Vanguard, which involves multiple groups of heroes from all across Exandria, and within a week, you are to all descend upon the Malleus Key, the Weave Mind, and the very core of Rudis at the same time, with Bell's Hells to be the key linchpin to head towards the center of that moon. Imogen, with your mother, you had heard tale that a simulacrum of Ludinus was traveling with Lord Zethuda, Sar Lord Zethuda, to meet up with the Unseelie, who had been conspicuously absent since the destruction of the second Malleus Key. However, you also ran into a superfan of Chetney Pakapi over here and discovered, or I would say, unraveled what appeared to be a community of superfans. After receiving a tour of his modest collection, you were allowed a room to sleep for the evening.
All right, then I should try to send a message to Ira before we go to sleep.
Right.
Long time no see. Heading to the Unseelie Court. They may be working with your favorite person. Care to join us? It'll be fun.
Ooh.
That's good. Yeah.
Doesn't take long for that dark, odd Fey voice to slightly slither back into your mind. Glad to see you're still alive. I've been keeping a low profile on Friederichs. But if you want me to join, let me know where I'm most useful.
All right. He's down to play?
We should try and meet up outside of the target,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So tell him Nana Morris?
Yeah. Should we go to Nana? Did you go to Nana's?
I do not
You
know
were
who
not.
Nana is.
Oh, we got two
people who get to meet Nana.
We have to go to Nana's just so that Dorian can see.
And Breas.
Embrace.
Oh, that's right. You're here too.
For the Nightmare King, Nana Morris is fucked. It's a nightmare. It's absolutely psychotic.
It's
so
amazing.
Just prep yourself, all right?
Okay.
Between Ira and Nanamori, we're going to have as good a shot as we can.
I think
I
so.
believe so.
I'll fill you in later.
I believe so.
All right. I'm going to send another message to Ira and say, we're heading to Nana Mori's. See you there after we wake up.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Ligament Manor, huh? It has been some time. All right.
Wait, but before we go to bed, I want to sneak to. This is going to be very quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to go over to Weyland. I'll knock on his door.
Okay. Hi.
I am so sorry to bother you.
That's okay. It's really early.
Yes, it is. So I really wanted to know, I really want to buy the egg, Chet's egg. What would you sell it for? I was considering stealing it, but I'm not gonna.
It's not for sale. I mean, theoretically, it has a price, but to me, it's priceless.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, literally the only gold that I have in my pocket, I have 69 gold pieces.
Nice.
Would you
Bravo!
consider? And I'm gonna try to find the 5th egg.
So fast.
Look,
Please, is there anything I can give you in return? I made out with him, okay?
what?
Yes.
Are you like a?
Yeah. Sort of in a relationship.
Wow.
Possibly marriage, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
The Chetney pocket piece, classically a man of the wind. It's
That's
been
why I was thinking
untethered
this
for
could possibly
ages.
be like a really nice present
The tales
to give him.
and stories of his conquests.
Yes, I know.
Spread to
all
within
over.
our circles at least.
All over. The line of the body count is insane.
Wow.
I'm so tired. I just want the egg and I want to go to bed.
I can't sell it, but if you're this close with him, I might be willing to trade for anything that's a Chetney Pocket P original that no one knows about.
Well,
If you're this close to him, I mean,
listen, okay? He gave me a wolf. I'm not going to give you that. But he did make me some members of my family. I could give you like the one that he made of me. You know, that's one of a kind.
I appreciate your interest. I really do.
No, it's okay.
But this
I
piece is sentimental beyond
PSA rating
beyond
0.8.
the known languages of Exandria. I mean, it's the centerpiece. It's the core that holds the rest of the collection together. It's the end of my presentation. It's everyone I bring through. It's what I finish on.
That's what you
The whole
finish
story
with?
I've crafted is based on this piece.
Okay.
It's definitely finished.
All right.
I'm sorry.
No, really, I understand what it means to be a collector and to have the main piece. Well, that's okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I understand. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too.
I'm gonna try to go take the.
Make a sleight of hand check.
17.
Oh, cool.
Almost.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You head towards the doors that open it, and they're closed. They're not locked. You open it up inside, and you can see there's like this the pedestal that the wooden egg sits upon is right there in front of you.
So I'm gonna try to just like take the gold, the 69 golds, and try to like swap it out really quick.
Okay, you weigh it.
Little
Best
Indiana
you
Jones.
can.
Yeah.
You don't know what a wooden egg weighs.
The platform. Suddenly, the minute you begin to move the egg from it, these large metal latches just arc around and affix your wrist to the top. You're holding the egg,
fair enough.
but your wrist is now locked to the cabinet.
Weyland!
Yeah?
I'm so sorry. I was gonna try to just take it, but I'm not. It didn't work. I just was so excited about it. I'm telling you though, look, I'm being so honest with you. Okay, well now you're kind of freaking me out.
He begins to step towards you here in the still, nearly lightless base chamber of his collection. You hear him beneath his breath. It is through his light forgiveness and justice is maintained. It is through his light forgiveness and justice is maintained. And he kind of steps forward, the shadow
Forgiveness
just
for sure.
obscuring the top of his face as he looks up. Not a problem. I can get you out of that. Whoa. Lickety-split. And his hand reaches just beyond view. It unleashes your wrist. You pull your hand back, and he immediately catches the egg from your grip and places it gingerly back down.
Fair enough. I just got a little overzealous. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you so much. Good night.
Rest well. He's always watching.
Not sure who you're talking about, but yes.
Closes the cabinet, touches his symbol of the platinum dragon around his neck, and then heads back to bed. The morning greets you all as you awaken.
Are you dead?
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
I need to know right now.
I need to know right
Can't
now if
wait.
you're dead in his house. No.
Oh, but I'm telling you, it's getting closer.
If I had made that change,
What
that
was
would've been
It was getting closer and closer.
It was off by 4.
As you gather your things, and you can smell the wafted scent of fresh bacon, just a nice, hearty breakfast that's being prepared in the other chamber. And you hear Weyland's voice around the side. Be right there, almost ready, don't worry. Immediately comes around a minute later with a number of plates and has like a little apron on that has the platinum dragon on the front as well. And he's like, okay.
I'll use my wolf nose to... Exquisite.
Enjoy. I'm so sorry, we're out. And handed you a plate that has an old biscuit on it.
I love biscuits.
Great.
Gelbearer, keep it up. I want to hear that the Sea Poppers community has doubled by the next time that we meet.
Okay, yes. You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll put together a special version of our zine that maybe be a double feature. Can I have an interview to put in there? I think that would really draw people to your
I
cause.
think I can find some time in my
really have to go.
schedule.
We really have to go there.
I'll make some custom pieces. It'll be fun.
You can call it Top of the Pops.
You finish up your meal. Weyland kind of picks up after all of you, cleans up space, and excitedly, if you have time in the morning to do a quick interview with him, he just kind of begins to ask question after question after question. It runs a little long, and you all have to kind of
I oblige.
catch it a little bit. At one point, he pulls you aside and goes like, "By the way, I think your partner, your lady friend, there's something about her I don't trust. Just be careful."
Which one? The dead one?
No, the one that you were with, the tall one, hooves.
Oh.
Hooves.
Give you a funny vibe?
Yeah, I don't know if she has your best interests in mind.
Good to know. Your loyalty will be rewarded.
Thank you, my liege.
Dear.
I got leashed. We will take our leave now. Thank you.
Of course. You are ever welcome here in the abode of Amaredda. And of course, should any of you be graced with any further individually crafted gifts by the hands of this great man, there is always a home for them here.
Scale bearer. I take out a very small, avian-looking wooden sculpture, and with my thumbs, I fan out peacock feathers from the back. This is for you.
That's actually really cool. That is really cool. I kind of want that.
It's so light and fragile, but the structure feels sound, like it could almost fly. How do you bend?
No more. We must go.
He doesn't even notice you all step out as he's just staring at the piece before. Well, good luck. Stay safe. The rest of you also.
Let's head to the Fey Realm, somewhere normal. That was a lot.
Yeah. You need to find Keyleth.
You recall her noting that she would probably be over in the Abundant Terrace, not far from the exterior kind of surrounding groves of the Birth Heart. Upon arriving on the outside of the beautiful, kind of lush forest interior of the terrace itself, eventually Keyleth does emerge from the forest. Good morning, friends. I take it your presence here means you have places to be. I myself do as well shortly. Do you still intend to make this trek?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to be useful in the downtime.
Good. Whatever part the Unseelie has had to play, or will, please bring that information back, stop it, whatever seems to be of interest towards achieving our goals. That is one blind spot that makes me anxious. Anyway, I have to be off, so if you have a place...
Where are you headed?
Well, I'm going to try and gather the rest of my friends.
Oh, shit.
There's a few, there's one in particular that's been kind of hard to reach. Wish me luck.
So we're just going straight to the Fey Realm, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're in the right place for this. Follow me. She kind of brushes the snow off her shoulders, goes to the nearest kind of heavy enough tree with a wide enough trunk, puts her staff in front, and as she sets it, she kind of turns it to the side and runs her finger across and down, and then as she zips it upward, the tree, like, and a portal just erupts in the middle of the tree as it kind of, the bark tears open. As it does, you can see there's a slight path beyond that leads to a shadow-filled, kind of heavily wooded space on the opposite side.
Such a cool way to travel.
Quickly, it only remains a moment.
I'm running through, skipping my way.
Stay safe, I'll see you on the other side. It closes behind. The temperature gets a bit warmer, though not by much. It's no longer the snowy cold of Vasselheim, but more of like an oddly chilled, frost-coated swamp. Fern, you see the familiar enclosed mass of vine and leaf that leads to where Ligament Manor resides. Leading the troop, you begin to push and follow. Dorian, the kind of sense of unease creeping up your back, your shoulders tensing instinctually, and you feel the hairs in the back of your neck never letting up, at attention perpetually.
Isn't it so wonderful?
Oh, it's delightful.
So good.
I skip next to Fern.
Raised.
Isn't it the best?
I'm so excited to be back.
We just skip.
Oh, Dorian, be careful of the flora. And sometimes the blooms will scream at you.
What?
So just be careful.
I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna hook my arm through yours and just pat your arm as we walk together.
Do we have to skip
We don't
here?
have to skip.
Is it
No,
like a
I'm
message
just
on a
here
magic
for
or a...
comfort.
Okay.
You might have barely noticed, but with each of my footsteps, the green around my feet, sort of the green grass sort of turns gray and black as I step through it.
Should we send a message ahead, or?
No, it's okay.
A bunch of these birds kind of scatter off as you scream. You hear a creaking sound come to a halt. And the voice goes, "Is that my fur?"
Yes, it is.
A short time later, you can watch as you hear the heavy footfalls begin to head down from above, and you see this like looming shadow streak past the lanterns that sit on the outside of the spiral staircase. As the shape begins to loom at the top, you see this massive hill-like humanoid shape begin to step to the top of the landing of these natural winding stairs, where you see the shawl and kind of coat held in these like thin, long arms that extend from the shoulder joints that are longer than they should be and don't match the proportions of the thick, wide torso. And from the shoulders, this head looks towards you, and it is extended beyond the shoulders and neck by a good solid 2-3 feet. And the face, you see a female noseless grin, an extended pointed chin filled with teeth, kind of sparse amongst blackened gums, and a big toothy smile.
She's looking.
Welcome, friends of my sweet fur.
Kisses, kisses, kisses.
Kisses to you.
Okay, I have new friends for you to meet. This is Dorian,
Oh my.
incredible musician.
Two hats?
Oh, Ard, you You are beautiful.
Please, let us give you kisses, sweet one. She pulls the hand forward to her.
Oh, God.
And you feel something beneath go as another mouth emerges from the inside of the coat and kisses the hand that's brought forward, and the extended hand kisses your forehead simultaneously.
Ooh, grandma kisses are always wet.
Welcome to my domain.
I'm so glad to be here.
Very, very excited for you to meet Dorian. And this is a very new friend of ours, Bree.
Yes, this is a very new friend of ours as well.
Now, this was, when Dorian arrived, it was the oh, who's this cute boy you brought over? This is the, who's this man? Nanamori kind of almost stumbles onto her back, massive elephant-like foot, and is like,
This is your moment.
Get it.
It's a pleasure to meet you, man.
goodness. What is this creature you brought to my home?
I know.
Your grandchild said that you were ravishing, but she did not accurately describe how beautiful indeed you are. And that smell, what is that smell? Is that a perfume I'm detecting, or is that...
Oh, I'm on my fourth cocktail of the morning. Do you like Amaredda?
I will never say no to you.
Let me make you something.
She makes the best cocktails. Just the greatest.
Only in the morning, or?
Anytime.
So I was
Anytime you
morning
want it.
somewhere.
Just all the time growing up, I was just always had cocktails.
I don't know if you know this about Fern, but she tends to exaggerate.
No.
No.
You're so cute.
Oh, well. Thank you, ma'am.
Where are you from? You smell like shadow and bad choices.
Yes, that's where I'm from.
Double dipping in the hells, are we, dear?
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Just keeps happening.
It seems the Hells are very attracted to her.
What can I say?
I don't know which would undo first, you or them. Friends, come inside, please. You're always welcome here in Anamores. Oh, and how's the legend doing?
Oh, no.
You should tell her.
Yes, well, of course I should. You should know that, my renown has grown, and in our world, people are starting to know about my great works.
It's amazing how someone's practiced craft can have an impact with just a bit of passion and perseverance.
Just that. Just that and that alone. I actually brought you something, not intact, but slightly broken. And I'll take out of the bag of holding the blue-hued crystal, just a memento. Nothing much, just an expression of my thanks for the last time we spoke.
Her hand reaches and seems to reach longer than the limbs have ever allowed previously, almost stretching before plucking it from your grip. Mm-hmm. She makes a sniffing sound, and where there is no nose, you see the slits kind of open.
Somebody barfed back there.
Ruidian glass.
It seems to be psychically resonant. Have you more of this?
More to come. It was only our first trip, but I wanted to make sure that there was something just for you.
Yeah, they said that Ruidian glass was actually a part of Predathos at one point.
Curious.
Yeah.
Curious indeed. I shall find a use for this. Thank you, Chedney.
Speaking of bad decisions,
Ira might be stopping by.
I was going to say, that is a possibility. In fact, very likely.
Yeah.
What?
Ira Wendigoth.
Yeah, he might be swinging on by.
We're on our way to the Unseelie.
Is that all right?
You see her eyes kind of go wide for a second.
He asked about you last time we saw him.
What did he say?
He spoke very admirably.
very highly.
We're on a mission. And he could be of great help there. And so we kind of need him, and this seemed like the most logical place to meet. Fern said.
It did. I was the one who suggested it. And I just feel like it's like an unrequited love situation with him. Like, I feel like he wants to see you.
That ship sailed.
Well, you don't know that.
Let him come. It'll be good to see a familiar face. I would love to think this is just a friendly visit, but you all are carrying an air of purpose around you.
We can't stay long. Also, we do come with a bit of unfortunate news. Our time on route is very fascinating, very incredible in some ways. We did lose our
Your
little...
metallic friend.
Yes.
I sensed his departure from here. I've tangled my fingers in your threads a bit. It's good to be aware of when they are tugged. I felt that one break. I'm sorry to hear.
If you could feel the tug, do you happen to know if they're okay? Or if they went to a better place?
That is beyond my purview, unless I have them written into my specific periphery, whether it be by word or bind. They're beyond my sight when they pass. I'm sorry.
We are headed into the Unseelie Court.
Doesn't surprise me.
Do you have any...
Invited.
I know how to get there, but...
I
don't
keep
think
watch on their movements just in case. Well, you do know they are still bound in some way to your fate, and your fate I pay close attention to. Seems your father is still... Your biological father is still mucking about, yeah?
Yes. Yes. I've had moments with him, but I haven't really talked to him yet.
Well, you seem to be on a collision course with his threads soon enough, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on his way to the same court.
Arrived not but 2 hours ago.
Oh shit, they're already there?
Oh.
They're trekking towards.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well-
we came here to piss in Zathruda and Ludinus's pool. They're trying to reestablish a connection with the Unseelie. We really don't want that to happen.
They've kept their forces ready but docile, waiting. Dangerous indeed to what you seek to do. Yes, I see. Well, we can't have that, can we?
Nana.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Wait.
Doing something.
In the distance.
look.
In the distance.
Right up the steps, you see hands kind of curl up the top as Ira
Love is blind.
Wendigoth curls to the top of the stairs. The tall, lanky, dark fey figure of Ira, a tooth-filled grin that's curled into a twisting smile, and his long spider-like body itself wrapped in his well-tailored, ragged, long-tailed coat. Hello, Maury. And friends, it's been some time. My apologies. It's been a bit of a journey to get here. And as he dusts himself, you see red ruidium dust kind of cloud around and drift onto the ground. Morrigan. He smiles, and then she goes, Hello. Ira. Seems a bit taken aback. He's like, well, friend. New and old. You, I know.
We tried to kill each other the last time we met. Yes.
Shall we have another go?
I don't think so.
How about a handshake, then?
So it's all good.
His hand, his fingers wrap around your comparably small hand to where the fingers seem to almost go around twice as it encircles you. Just kind of it's one stern shake before pulls back.
Regardless, glad to be on better terms.
And you.
Yes, new friend also. And I'm friends with Morrigan, actually. She's quite lovely.
She... He looks over towards her and she goes, they told me you were coming here.
She loves it.
I'm glad to see you're doing well. And she kind of like scoots her heavy chair about 2 feet closer to you. Well, if I might. He puts his hand out to Morrigan. She extends her hand, and he takes it, and he goes to kiss it, and she pulls back. But there is too much to do, and so little time.
Just sip my drink.
Now, sweet, wonderful, supple friend. You are here to stop, halt, or demolish this meeting of the Vanguard and the Unseelie. Whereabouts?
Oh, Pravenier.
Damn, pardon my...
Pravenier.
Pravenier, the purple rain.
The kaleidoscopic.
The kaleidoscope.
Indeed. Her arm goes out, touches some of the nearby vines, and they kind of wrap around her fingers rapidly. They trek there now themselves. Then you must make haste. All of you. And she looks to Ira, who's like, but of course, that's why I'm here. To help your sweet niece and your compatriots. We've already done quite some wonderful things together, haven't we?
I'm her granddaughter, Ira.
It's familiar.
Maybe this time, Sorrow Lord will actually go boom boom, because it didn't really work last time.
I like boom.
Yes.
Well, if time is of the essence, he reaches back, his arm kind of grasping his scarf and goggles once more. Then I guess we must be on our way.
Oh.
If we must, I'll turn around and face Nanamori and get down on my knee, extend my hand. Ma'am, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, I do hope it's not the last.
I will gently kiss her hand while making eye contact with her.
As your lips grace her knuckles, she... And immediately Ira kneels down, says, and the honor is mine as well, dear. And she goes, and gives him the other hand, and he kisses it, making eye contact with you. And she goes, and just looks over at you, Fern. He goes,
I can't even tell you how many times this used to happen. The men, the women, everybody who would just be down the stairs wanting Nana's love.
Pâté flies off and gets on the knee.
Miss, if you don't mind, I'd very much appreciate to kiss something of yours as well.
Good boy, good boy.
She goes, mostly occupied at the moment. But extends her foot. He goes, Ira's still holding her hand and looking at you.
I'm
like
not gonna let go.
So eventually she withdraws both hands, goes, well, I do love having gentlemen visitors and family and friends. Let us celebrate when all this is done. It's been quite some time since we've had a true celebration here in the manor, is that right?
Yes.
You watch as she runs her fingers through her long, extended neck, and you watch as her mane of gray hair seems to almost grow longer and more lush as her fingers do. This glamour magic seems to almost spread across her, and you watch as she seems to not change her form, but the skin tightens in places. A color seems to rush to her cheeks, and in the way that Nanamori can doll herself up with a brief bit of illusion magic, she exhibits an air of availability. As you're all kind of gathering your things, she kind of turns around to you, Orem. Hello.
Nana?
Boy, the wind is tossed.
Your aid was appreciated on Ruidus.
I'm only sorry it wasn't enough. But I have my influences and purviews. But I'm not all powerful.
Probably helped us lose less than we otherwise would have.
Well, your journey is not yet done. She kind of grins and turns back around. You hear footsteps begin to descend and a voice go, "Oh, Fern? Fern, is that you?"
Hey.
And Birdie emerges.
Hi.
Hi. Puts it down and runs up and gives you a big hug and kind of spins you for a minute and looks over to Nana with an excited expression, and Maury goes, "I'm sorry, child. They're off. Have a moment, but they have business to attend." Yes. She kind of looks back and says, I understand. Well, don't be afraid to come back, please.
Yes, I'm hoping that, if things go well there, we can come back and maybe celebrate a little bit before we go.
Of course. Come back safe.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're safe.
Me too. It's nice to be home. And Birdie kind of, as she finishes hugging you and holds your hands in her hand, she kind of curls your fingers open and puts something in your palm and holds it close and says, just, if ever you need to refocus yourself at all, or, just kind of recenter yourself in all this crazy, we'll always be here thinking of you here in the manor. So next time you come back, we can maybe catch up proper,
I would love that.
Me too. You go ahead and look in your hand, and it's a necklace that's been made from part of the broken green lens that was shattered back when you first found them.
Thank you.
Of course. Maury goes, well then, post haste it is. And she brings her hands up, and as she does, wind begins to kick up inside. All the branches begin to kind of shift and change. As she does so, mist, this like pale green purple mist begins to like drift up between the wood and tangled bits of branch. And as it begins to pick up into the wind, begins to take on shapes. Take on the shape of these various spectral horses. They all begin to apparate, these clouded shapes. 6 hooves each, and a strange elongated neck, but these are like spectral steeds. And there are 9 of them conjured before you. These should carry you to your destinations rapidly.
Look at these big boys.
Cool.
Just be warned. Flying high may offer you speed, but you're quite visible beyond the trees. Stay safe.
Thank you, Nana.
These steeds will only last you an hour.
Let's go.
As you drift up and now above the entirety of the surrounding forests and swampland, you can see around you the strange, alien-looking mountainscapes of purples and oranges and greens. You take your reins and the spectral steeds rocket off towards your chosen destination.
What if we spend the first 20 minutes at a full pace on the tippy tops and then dive in for speeder?
I'm fine with that.
All right.
You know you're near. And a short way into this, you can just barely see atop one of the nearest mountain peaks of these Sierras, maybe a brief ride away, a visible outline of structures and towers. And you're fairly certain that this is likely your destination. So you all kind of like
I think this is it.
coast down into the top of the tree line. Now, are you just skirting the top, or are you going into the trees?
I think we should go down.
Like speeder
Yeah, I
style.
want to do speeder.
Yeah, speeder style.
But it's until you get beneath the tree line that it's immediately... It is whipping past. And these horses, you like try to pull the reins to go slow. They're going. You're steering them, but they're moving to the destination. It doesn't go away. This whole place is fairly overgrown, but it begins to give way slightly to a number of small, fairly left paths to be overgrown and left to disuse. They begin to kind of move and shift beneath you, and you begin to follow those as a sign to gradually lead you towards your destination. You coast down, lower, 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 to reach the base of the trees, just kind of gently drifting through them, until eventually you can see, approaching rapidly, what looks like a stone wall, standing about 15 feet high.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Orm's threat radar is up.
As you all kind of slowly come to a stop, the steeds kind of drifting there before they, one by one, dissipate. The destination reached, the spell comes to a close. And you all kind of are dropped down onto your own two legs. They say the very grounds of this town is cursed, haunted by those who despise the guidance of the Archheart from within his temple.
They don't like the Archheart?
To have poisoned those who crafted in his image, I imagine they likely weren't fans.
Do you think the Archheart still watches over this place, or that he's forsaken it?
I wouldn't know. I don't dally in divine circles.
Let's go in.
Best to stay quiet. And he disappears from view.
Oh.
Within is a sprawling village of beautiful buildings of elvish and fey design. These little kind of spiraling tower-peaked buildings, these abandoned tents that have fallen in on themselves. You can see all manner of like stone-carved structures and reliefs and statues and beautiful freestanding archways that accompany every major road intersection, themselves also overgrown. Everything here is overgrown. There is one stone structure that stands taller than the others, built intentionally to be kind of the visual pinnacle of all the surrounding city itself. This beautiful, kind of wide roof, temple-like structure, as the multiple kind of squat hut-like roofs made of cerulean stone with purple crystal kind of lining the outside. It looks like everyone just kind of vanished. And you look closer and you see shreds of old cloth. You see shapes that are humanoid, lying down, overgrown.
Dang.
I'm going to use a sorcery point and just fly on it.
Ooh. Show off.
Drift to the top, no issue.
I'll spider climb.
I'll hop up.
Oh, come on.
I'm also going to spend another sorcery point, and my eyes are going to turn white with a little bit of like a glowing, like flash red every once in a while, just kind of. And I'm going to be able to see invisibility. So I want to be able to see Ira wherever he is.
As that kind of flickers on as you fly up, you see already at the top of the wall, maybe like 3 feet from Orem, it's kind of just perched at the top, overlooking and scanning the cityscape. That weird kind of drifting magic that obscures him from most vision and glimmering around him. And you see what looks to be a group of armored figures, dark armored figures that are now walking through the desolate, still and abandoned.
As I kind of try to get to the top, can I use Hunter's Bane to sense for certainly going to be a bunch of Fey, but any kind of fiends or undead in the area since this is a cursed town?
Sure. Where you stand now, nothing undead, nothing fiend, nothing Fey, aside from some of your compatriots, catches your attention.
Are we waiting for something to happen?
Or are we actually attacking? Are we going on? Are we gonna attack?
The whole point is to sour the Unseelie on Luda. what's going to sour them on Luda? Us attacking them?
No.
No.
Yeah, we should go down.
Yeah, let's go down
Yeah,
and
we need
stealth.
to see what's actually
Are
happening.
we gonna go down? We can skitter around.
Let's skitter till we find a nice, easy. There's got to be a way up and
Yeah.
down here.
I agree with Ashton. Let's get closer.
Make note. I am agreed with.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Wow. I'll go down on the
Ground.
Just because
I threw myself on the ground.
So you're clambering into the town?
I'll fly down and like hover next to him. I don't want to touch the ground in here.
You don't have us brain linked, do you?
I could do that before I turn invisible. I telepathically link us before. All right, so I link us all.
The rest of you on the parapet? Okay.
I'm going to like spider climb. So like if there's that 2-foot lip, I'm gonna spider climb on the inside of the 2-foot
Sounds good.
lip. What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I'm just gonna do my guts. I want to go down with Chetney for some reason. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I don't know why I'm like
Do well.
censoring
Done.
myself.
Do well.
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah.
Be brave. You have my inspiration.
Thank you.
You notice invisibly Irid follows you down into the
right.
town as well. As you kind of guide in separate directions, those of you moving along the wall, you get partway around the edge before you see an element of that parapet has kind of fallen inward.
Maybe this is the point to start heading down.
I'm staying up here. You can join them.
Well, you're gotta. Yeah.
I'm made of paper.
I think we can still stay up here for a while.
Yeah.
All right.
As we're moving slowly through the streets, do I spot any of the humanoid shapes that have been fallen to the ground and overtaken by some of the growth?
You've seen many of them.
I will touch it and use dark augmentation. I'm sorry.
Grim psychometry.
Grim psychometry.
Yep.
What did I say?
So you reach down and carefully and kind of pull back some of the softer bits of the ivy and various other leaves that have covered the majority of this corpse. As you pull it back, you can see the skeletal shape of a face, skin pulled tight and almost mummified against the elvish bone features. You see them on the ground, their eyes just glazed over with blood pouring from their mouth and nose and ears in the middle of their eyes as it all begins to seep back in. And as it all pulls in, they convulse.
Oh, it's in
The foam
reverse
pulling
order.
back in until they stand back up.
Cool.
Catch themselves looking around, and others around are coughing too and reaching for each other. And then they start walking back and smiling. And they
go
and they take the hand of a little boy and kind of brush something into his hair. And they both walk back, and they take an apple from the kid and put it back on a nearby tree. And you see them walk backward as you pull back into what looks like it would seem almost like a gentle festival, or maybe every day's like this. You don't know. But there's a vibrance and a life to the people here. And even the color of this landscape is different in this dream. Even the perpetual twilight of the Fey Realm that sits in this region hits more in the amber hues. This mountaintop village was once a safe and protected space. And as you watch them return back to the inside their abode and setting their satchel down as if they were ready to go out and head to the market, they come back to the kitchen and finish spitting their tea into their cup and set the water back into the kettle. And you stay focused on that kettle, and you feel that like simmering, ominous sense of something settled within that liquid. Within all the liquid, you feel the groundwater itself, the various rivers and streams and waterfalls of the surrounding chasms and valley. Something settled within the life's blood of this culture. and snuffed it. You pull back to touching the edge of that skull. And as you pull your hand back, the brush kind of falls back over to obfuscate it.
What'd you see?
There was something in the water. Something that poisoned this entire place. Permeated everything.
Pâté picks up now that cluster of armored figures beginning to step up towards the door, the opening. The heavily armored two stand at the front, while the less armored three kind of separate and then disappear into the nearby brush and trees. The thing you also pick up, it looks like a dark hound, like a dog of some kind of like jet black fur that also begins to kind of walk and patrol around. Pâté only catches a glimpse of its head as it kind of turns. It's kind of almost like long wolf-like ears that point backwards, and where its snout is, you just see a human face.
Oh,
Kind of turning out.
No.
cool.
It's kind of like little red burning coals for eyes, and it stands about shoulder high. Because Pâté has a view on this, and this might help for spatial awareness, I'll throw a map down to show you.
Yo, that's out of control. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
So this is the entrance to this massive temple structure here. Oh, you watch as Gloamglut has like torn through and then climbed up and out of sight, kind of near the roof of this interior, as the two other figures that you recognize to be the Sorrow Lord, Zathura, and Ludinus to step within the chamber beyond them.
As soon as I see the three Unseelie, I'll drop the arcane eye and get on the mind horn and say, it's three Unseelie, Ludinus, and Lord Zathura. We have to stop the conversation they're having. I would love to collapse the building or
There's
make the
low-bearing
conversation
pillars.
unsafe or something.
This is really dumb above the table. We all have, we'd have to do a costume change, but we all have our Ruby Vanguard uniform.
Oh, yeah.
If we make it look like the Ruby Vanguard is holding
We do have the costume.
hostage. But I don't know. I can.
The hound kind of drifts over, sniffing
Uh-oh.
around.
Getting closer to you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Snuffing?
Uh-oh.
Snuffing?
It's just like... It's still just kind of... doesn't look like it's caught anything yet, but it's just moving around. Everyone else is stationary, but the hound is the one that's kind of patrolling. Dorian, you watch as the guy up in the tree who's sitting there.
Uh-oh.
Ira.
Yes.
And
Oh, yeah, we got an Ira.
torn down.
Yes. Well,
You don't see what did it.
Did I see what did it?
You glance out and see, indeed, up here in the tree now perched,
Oh my god.
Ira Wendigoth,
So good.
who has just, like, magically silenced the top of that tree and essentially tore this figure apart,
Amazing.
set them down carefully into the nearby brush.
I love him.
Let's stealthily
But it'd have to be all silent kills.
take out the jungle team.
So you guys are like just beyond the opening of this one little area here before you feel comfortable being seen.
I'm
Up
going
to
to
you guys.
silently transform into a werewolf and then cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I reach behind my back and grab my zipper and slowly pull down as I unfurl my evening dress of flesh onto the fluffy fuckboy bodies.
Ira kind of curls over the edge here. His invisibility drops, but he remains stealthy within the branch as he casts silence down in the space around this guy here.
Great.
Now's the time.
Okay, is Chetney doing this solo or are we helping?
Man, we gotta do this all at once.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's pointless.
Stealthy with a little sneak attack. Okay, I'm gonna take 3 claw attacks against him. Full.
Go for it.
2 natural 20s.
Slowly curl up. How do you want to do this? In absolute silence.
Sweet. I'll creep up, and then with my claws extended, I'll reach up and put 2 clawfuls, two paws into his kidneys, just under the ribs on each side. Pick him up a little bit, and seeing that he's quiet, I'll take one hand out and just reach around and ear to ear. And I'll reach around and grab his chin and just pull his head off.
Let's go, Bree. Let's go.
Sometimes I worry about myself. You just gotta loosen this part, and then everything just.
A grisly sight only seen by your friends behind you, but not a sound is made as you then pull the remains into the nearby brush.
Clap your hands if you put the head in the bag of holding.
Okay.
This is why all of our shit
2
smells
down.
bad.
2 down.
Okay.
How many more silences do we have?
Over
I can do a silence. Uh-oh. Do you see this dog coming?
Oh yeah, you guys see the dog like cruising about, just kind of like walking around.
As it breaks away from me being invisible, I'm actually gonna follow it in the air if I can. I'll engage my winged boots, but just stay really close to the ground.
Right.
Just I don't want to make noise.
Right. They don't make you cast the spell flight. That you just can fly for it.
Right.
Great. Yeah. You can do
Okay,
it.
and I'll kind of go after him.
Do your thing.
Okay, this will drop my invisibility. I'm gonna try and cast Charm Monster on the dog. Psst. Psst, psst. Good boy, come here. Yeah, it's me. Hey, come here. Aren't you so handsome? You're so handsome. Yeah. Are you a good boy?
You could see him like his. It's interesting. His body, as he gets closer, you could see it looks like dark fur, but it also is like a faint, translucent quality to it. Like it's made of shadow or isn't fully material.
Go on now. Go on, get. Get out of here. You're free now. You're free. I don't want you anymore.
It looks at you and was like,
Oh, it's okay. No. No, it's better out there. I promise. I promise. They were so mean to you, weren't they? Weren't they mean to you? Yeah, you go on. You get out of here. You go on. You get.
and just starts walking off. And you watch as it moves and begins to like dock off. It kind of, its feet leave the ground and it kind of just like glides off. It's a flying hound that kind of like
Doom dog.
begins to take off in that direction. This guy here is patrolling, kind of sees it kind of go off and goes like,
Oh, that's okay.
He's like walking this way. Curious as to where the hound is going, and looks down and sees you down in the ground.
Can you silence him?
I don't have silence.
I do.
Yeah, dude.
You throw silence over as the guy goes like,
It won't last for long.
So yeah, do you got something to do? Do it now.
pulls out its 2 blades and seems confused. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna lower down to where I'm not gonna be sticking out above, so I'll just like drop.
I have an idea too.
Go for it.
And
And I'm gonna psychic lance him.
ooh,
Okay. So like he goes and pulls his blades out, like these 2 hooked short swords, and then
Ooh, nice.
like does this massive scream that just makes no sound as he's clutching his head, stumbles onto one leg,
And
but
he's
still stands.
incapacitated.
I see him clutch his head, and then from where I am, I'm going to sink my fingers into the dirt and tap into all of the dead bodies that are here. And it just from 350 feet away, 240 feet away, I'm gonna do a chill touch, and so like it's kind of like a elven skeletal hand just comes up from under the ground. 19 doubled.
38.
So 38.
How do you want to do that?
Yes!
Quietly.
Quietly. Kind of seeing him. I almost want to combo attack this with Imogen, like it kind of happened at the same time. So like, yeah, as he like arches back almost in like in a broken way, you see this hand just basically come up and just suck him underground.
So Evil Dead.
Is gone. Like the ground itself seems to like just swallow him up. You swear you see like the loose earth go.
As soon as that happens, I like pop out of the moss and I like look.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
We're feeling good.
Then can I tell Ira? Can I ask him to silence that last remaining bush guy.
Ira takes your cue and spends his third second level slot to go ahead and kind of like curl over the edge. His hands kind of like drift over the edge and just kind of wiggle a little bit. He was sitting there keeping watch, and he's now looking over and seeing that some of his compatriots
All right, let's go
currently
for
missing.
it.
Right as this figure is like standing up with his crossbow and is starting to like yell in the direction of the two over that way, you both kind of come up from behind.
I just go tap, tap.
Spins around. All right, and you're attacking as well?
Yeah.
Both of you do your round of attacks.
16 points of damage. And 19 points of damage for my 2 attacks.
28 on the first one. Because that's the
How do you guys want to do this?
I'm gonna smash him and try and spin him around towards you.
Oh, beautiful. I'll try and like cover his mouth to keep him quiet, but my claws just go straight through his nose, soft parts of his face.
I then take the other button of the hammer and I nail it further into your...
And then I'll just put my hand into his gut and up under his rib cage.
Jesus.
And just like make a little...
Both the two of you kind of stay low, and all of a sudden the voice of nowhere in your minds goes, "These are the final two, yeah?"
Except for the 3 inside, and the dragon and the problem people.
He snaps his fingers. Yeah. Both of them go. And they're both held for the time being.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down.
Yeah,
30
do
feet
your shit.
and misty step to the first one, and start. Yeah,
I'm gonna sneak my way. I'm gonna sneak my way to the first one, keeping my.
Away from the door before you.
Yeah.
I will silence.
Silence on there. Orem, you're up first. Now they are paralyzed. Attack rolls against the have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if you're within 5 feet of it.
okay.
Oh,
So it's critical. That's great. 30 for the first,
Alrighty.
and it's a pushing attack. He has to make a strength save.
Strength save. It's a 20.
It's another pushing attack, so 18, 6 is 24 plus 8, 32 points of damage.
32 points of damage.
Pushing
At the first strike, you carve through the second one. How do you want to do this with a pushing attack?
Okay, so I slash right up along his front and up along the neck and watch him sort of go in place, rigid, and then the second I just jam the sword as hard as I can in, and he flies, and it hits and impacts, and there's a miniature shockwave, and he flies back off the blade, rolling on the floor. Then I will action surge and get the fuck out of the way.
Natural 20, which doesn't matter because it was going to be a crit anyway.
Guys,
54 points of damage on the first hit.
How do you want to do this?
He talked it up.
I'm going to take the hammer. I'm going to swing it up and crack him right in the back of the neck and see if I can just snap it. I'm then going to grab his body and I'm going to drop through a wormhole down into the ground and come out, dropping him about
Over here?
back there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop his body down there.
Quietly, very
That's
Very-
cool.
Oh yeah, we just like step out
Sweet.
and put it there.
All right, so the exterior guard are gone, and the hound is off finding its new adventure for the next hour. Ira kind of like clambers up the side and kind of just sits on the top, looking at all of it.
Ira, what do you? There's a big fuck all dragon in here.
Yeah, what do we see?
Through the windows lead into the interior hallways, but the central chamber is only visible from
The front door.
the front door. Like it's almost like there's an open area here.
God.
Kind of cycles around, and then the larger central chamber is beyond that. So there's like a hall that coasts around. The windows look into that hall,
Great.
but you can hear like the sounds of voices talking. So Orem, first you pick up Ludinus's voice, saying, "Your absence during these crucial milestones of our great plan is both disquieting and telling. Time, while a flexible commodity here, does require some respect regarding our endeavors." And another voice you don't recognize inside goes, "We watch with bated breath as you and your vanguard continue to climb towards your goal unaided. Centuries of mindful plot crashing into reality with continued success. Our strength lies with staying in the shadows until the moment is right. Ludinus kicks in. I do not need your platitudes nor your dubious explanations. I bear the weight of our dealings, and the support of the court has been noticeably absent. Our involvement demands discretion after the fall of the secondary key. You allowed that to fall. All of you. You and your lords hide behind poor excuses and feigned ignorance. I know Samanar to be far too clever to withhold without several good selfish reasons. We believe in your dream, Ludinus, and share in your vision. Do not mistake our caution for negligence. I mistake nothing, especially your nature. If you will no longer aid us, should we fail because your master's discretion left you an absent ally, and this realm remains under their protection, and you remain kept under their balance. I shall relay this to my keeper and the court. How best might I prepare them to aid in your endeavors? Tell them I expect an assault soon. The nations rally and will plot an advance on the key. I will need your armies ready to deliver their uncanny ambush. Your keeper should know of what I speak. Go, and be quick about it. The window closes and the cage is nearly at hand. How I despise how challenging to communicate with the Fey. And you, nary a word to bolster our cause with your own people. Are you truly bereft of any worth to our cause, Athean, daft as you are disappointing?
Can I peek in this top window?
You kind of go in and you can see there's like slits. Most of it's just like a stone wall, but there's almost like arrow slits every like 10 feet around this hallway that glances down and into the chamber. You see in the middle of this chamber, there are like the two fountains that flank the large kind of central pillar. You see there is like amongst all the beauty and the kind of the overgrown, kind of partially crumbled interior of this central temple, towards the very back near the far wall, there is a single statue of the Archheart that just kind of sits unassuming against all the art that surrounds it. You hear the ever-growing footfalls.
What if we all
of
put on
footsteps
our
heading towards the entrance?
our red cloaks?
We don't have time for that. They're heading out, and we're going to be.
If we can get them to fight amongst themselves.
Someone's coming to the door.
Is it
Get
the
ready.
Fey? Is it the Fey?
I'm gonna cast animate object on the statue.
Oh shit.
Well, shit's going.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast bless on the people next to me.
As you cast animate object, the statue of the Archheart that stands there, the form of it kind of like steps off of its pedestal, and you hear, "Are you kidding me?" Then there's a loud whistle, and what you don't notice is just out of sight of you, wings go moving as Gloamglut was kind of attached on one of the higher parts of the dome, lands on the ground. All of you feel like this impact from inside, and the three dark Fey figures that were walking towards the entrance kind of stop and turn.
Gloamglut's on the ground now?
And draw their weapons and go like rushing into the central chamber.
I'm gonna cast Transmute Rock. Just kind of try to like peek in there.
Aim it through the
They're
central.
going to
Aim it through the central so it lands in the middle on the ground where there are pillars.
So in order to do that, you have to get towards the entrance to see where it is.
Okay.
So
And they're rushing back to fight the statue.
they're rushing back into the central chamber. Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Right,
I'm gonna fly
right.
around and be right behind Fern.
You hear the sounds of combat.
I'm
beginning
going.
to
Oh
ensue.
shit balls, motherfucker! You do it. I'm gonna go up to the roof, and I'm gonna cast pass wall.
If you open a space there in the middle of the stone, now you have a good view of the interior.
Okay, I'll go in.
As you rush in, you can see here in the center of there, you can
And I'm
finally
trying to
have
stealthily go in.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. You stealthily move in with nothing to hide you. But everyone in there is momentarily distracted as in the middle of the space there is the massive Gloamglut dragon, like brightened like war colors on its skin, is slashing at this animated stone statue of the Archheart that is currently swinging at it. You see this chaos happening
yes.
around you as everyone
Shit,
is
this
now
is different than what I
descending
thought.
on this animated statue. The statue has how many hit points?
50.
50?
Yeah.
So like one hit.
The minute you glance there, the statue gets shattered off to the side.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to shoot a transmute rock over to here because I want to at least try to get a couple of these guys and the pillar.
40 foot there. By 40 foot there, you could get those two
Okay.
and that support pillar in there if you'd like.
Okay.
So you unleash the spell. All of the stone in that area suddenly, and you're getting the pillar in that as well.
Yes.
The center of the base of that pillar, about 40 feet up, suddenly goes,
And I'm going to book it back outside.
and you go to turn to run. Okay. So you turn around and begin to run. Now you've done your action and part of your movement to get there, so you turn around and begin to run right as you hear, there is a shift on the foundation of the chamber.
I'm also at this point diving underground and heading towards underneath this chamber.
Okay, you're like going underneath the stone.
full
You got
speed.
it. As they both kind of like sink into the mud, looking confused, the other Fey kind of like looks around and turns your direction.
Are
goes,
we? Oh, sorry.
and shouts in Sylvan, "Hey, what?" And just like starts yelling that direction. Gloamglut that is currently like curled up, kind of like turns back in your direction.
Uh-oh.
Does he see me?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can I be?
Well, yes.
And that's where we're gonna pick up.